Honolulu Mayor Caldwell wants to increase pressure on the homeless while also finding them a place of their own. Today, the mayor outlined his plans for a $50 million homeless war chest provided by the city council. KITV4's Andrew Pereira has more. Andrew.
Paul, the mayor said his plan is an extension of the compassionate disruption he began a year and a half ago after taking office. There's a reason why Mayor Caldwell announced his plan to tackle homelessness at Kuhio Beach in the heart of Waikiki.
As Waikiki goes, so does Oahu, and as Oahu goes, so does the entire state.
Caldwell showed before and after pictures of Kalakaua Avenue to demonstrate how the city's stored property and sidewalk nuisance laws are producing results. Starting July 1st, a permanent 7-member team will enforce both laws at a cost of $3,000 per day.
So we'll continue to enforce. We'll continue to keep the sidewalks clear and safe and passable for all the pedestrians.
The mayor now wants to go a step further, making it a petty misdemeanor to defecate or urinate in public in Waikiki and barring anyone from lying down on Waikiki sidewalks 24/7.
If it works here, we'll look to take it to places like Chinatown and other communities around the island. No one person has a right to the sidewalk.
It's not a crime to be homeless, but when the criminals who happen to be homeless violates the law, that's when law enforcement gets involved.
The mayor calls his plan compassionate disruption. Compassion comes from the nearly $50 million set aside by the city council. There's $32 million in general obligation bonds, $12.2 million in the city's affordable housing fund, and another $3 million in general funds. The mayor hopes to create up to 440 units for the homeless with the entire amount. About half the units would go toward Housing First, a program that places chronically homeless in apartments or studios before receiving treatment for alcohol and drug abuse or mental illness. The city may purchase entire buildings with the $32 million in general obligation bonds, or perhaps lease and buy individual units throughout Oahu.
Each individual has to be willing to accept someone living in their community, whether it be on the floor of their building or in their neighborhood, to get better. Otherwise, we don't solve that problem.
Since January, police issued 788 citations to people who were sleeping in parks or illegally camping. The mayor says Oahu residents should see some positive results on his plan to battle homelessness in about 1 or 2 years. Paula?